As we've learned the last 2 or 3 years, the Morgan dollar is alive and well. The survey of 2017, what is your favorite coin? And overwhelmingly, over 50% was one coin. The Morgan dollar proved true. But tonight we're going back in time, that time capsule journey to the very beginning and the story of the first year mix-up at Philadelphia. And the best part is tonight, I got them both. Or I guess if I'm speaking proper English, I have them both. But the Morgan dollar came from the largest silver find in American history, called the Comstock Lode. It was found a few years after we moved west for the gold rush in California. With the silver we have now, we have enough silver to now reintroduce or make a silver dollar for the first time in our history. A full silver dollar every year, not just sporadic when we have it. The stories of George Washington in a silverware, true, half dime. Legal tender status in this country. Mexican coins, which is the Spanish, and the English coins were legal tender until 1857 when we found silver, and that changed everything. So we hire George T. Morgan to make a new silver dollar design, and boom, we have it. First year of issue, and we can't make this up. The U.S. Mint is really good at it, just not getting the facts right. What do? Philadelphia issues the brand new coin, obverse, beautiful, a more majestic look of Lady Liberty compared to the seated liberties and flowing hairs we've seen over the first 100 years. But the reverse, we have this beautiful eagle, like it's landing basically, kind of perched, right? Look at its talons. You have what? You have the arrows, the olive branch, beautiful stuff combined. And then we stop and say, hold it. Guys, let's pull that graphic up if we can, please. Right there you saw it. We'll go back to it. Yes, the very first coin from Philadelphia did what? It had 8 tail feathers on it. It's right there on the left. Cut them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was wrong. Eagles have odd number of tail feathers. So what does the U.S. Mint do? Crap. Going back to the drawing board, we're going to make it all now in 7. And they did. That's on the right. They corrected it. 7 tail feathers. And we're off to the races. Every Morgan, except the one on your far left, has 7 tail feathers. There is one Morgan that has an 8 tail feather. It's the original Philadelphia, and that's what we're talking about here tonight. That's the top upper left graphic. So if you're a Morgan dollar fan, tonight we have the opportunity for the original before it rolled out to all the branch mints. Let's go back to the coins if we can. So there you have it, plain as day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 8. Yeah, 8. Oops. Look at the detail. Beautiful uncirculated specimens. Early issue. Philadelphia's also have that reverse of what? Reverse of 78, reverse of 79, because a lot of the early coins were caved in because it was the high point. So we were experimenting on the eagle when we should have been concentrating on getting it right from the first place. But for us collectors, we're happy that they didn't, right? So here's some other stuff to think about, though, in the big picture of things. The big picture. They made the Morgan dollar from 1878 all the way through 1904, brought it back in 1921. Great story on why, but again, 28 years. Philadelphia struck them all. Philadelphia is the only mint that made 29 coins, so the 8 tail feather and 7 tail feather, right? San Francisco made all 28. New Orleans made 26. Carson City made 13. There are 96 Morgans, add the D, 97 Morgans, 98 when you add the 8 tail feather. Now, let's look at the other coins of 1878. And it really shows a light on what is and what isn't out there in the marketplace. First of all, San Francisco, which equals the mintage of the 7 tail feather, which is about 9.7 million. 60,000, almost 61,000 coins have been seen by NGC in the last 38 years. The Carson City, which is the lowest minted coin of the first year of issue. Mint, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Carson City, 2.1, right? A gorgeous coin. There are 32,313 of those that NGC has seen in the last 38 years, 39 years. And then we're going to go to the seven-tail feather. If you add the varieties, the 7, reverse the 78, reverse the 79s together, the seven-tail feathers account for only 26,000, which is even rarer than the CC and the S. Yet, go figure this one out, the S and the CC sell for more money. Duh, it's way rarer, the seven-tail feather, either variety. And then the belle of the ball, the coin everybody forgets, nobody talks about, most didn't know existed, that 8-tail feather, right? That 8-tail feather had a mintage of only 749,000. And even though it's popular and people keep firsts, the population report on Uncs is only 15,000 and change. So 15,000 on the 8-tail feather, 26,000 on the 7-tail feather, 32,000 on the CC, and 60,000 on the S. That's the first year of the Morgan dollar. The way NGC sees it and has seen it for the last 38, 39 years. It's telling you one thing. We believe the S and the CC are rarer, and they're gorgeous coins. I love them, don't get me wrong. But if you want the ones that nobody can find, it's the 7-tail feather and the 8-tail feather, 8-tail feather especially. Yet, there are 32,000 CCs, and that coin is a $600 or $700 coin, right? In uncirculated condition. The 8-tail feather is 15,000 and change, half of it and half the price. Huh? And it's the only 8-tail feather known. The 7-tail feather, the convex concave varieties that are inclusive of that 26,000 coins, still lower than the CC, and it's 1/5 the price. Guys, let's put a 1-minute clock up. Lots of activity on the phones. Some of it's spillover from the last item. It's still hot and crazy. We love it here. avccoins.com. Other Morgans, yes, we have the CCs, we have the S. Ask the operators, or just take a little shopping tour on the website. They've made some great improvements to make it even easier. These are uncirculated, as the quality you see on your screen. If you're familiar with early issue Philadelphia Morgans, look at the detail on the breast feathers here. Again, a funky look and feel, but we're getting detail on both coins. That is the fun part about it. Traditionally, the San Francisco and the CC are much stronger. Tonight, we can make a case, look at these. So the story of the first-year Morgans is right in front of us. An 8-tail feather, oops, the wrong one, make a 7-tail feather. Every other Morgan is a 7-tail feather. Every mint, every variety. One is an 8, and tonight we have them both, finally at the same time, for you to see the difference, make your choice, join us. If you want to have that unique Morgan, most don't, that's the 8-tail feather. But that first-year 7-tail feather, easily beats S and CC, easily. Just got to find them. Well, tonight we have.